I'm Dave. Thanks for checking out Kotaku Bonsai. So it's been about a year and a half since I posted a video. I started this channel during the lockdowns of the pandemic, and I was having fun with it, and then of course some major life stuff happened, and I'm trying to get back to it now. This is a new edition of Shishigashira, Japanese maple. Rose of Sharon, hibiscus trees. Some nice deadwood pieces that'll be turned into a tanuki. All the happy trees. But this is what I wanted to show you first. I did a video a while back on rooting Japanese maple cuttings. And I followed a PhD dissertation paper by a fellow from University of Virginia, I believe, and I'll post a link for you to read. And I thought I followed his instructions to the T. I used a plug tray and rooting hormone and took my hardwood cuttings and I stuck them in the late fall, early winter, put them in the garage, and it was a 100% failure. Every single one of them died within about 2 weeks. So obviously that was pretty disappointing, and I hadn't picked it up for a while, but this last fall, the fall of 2021, I tried again, and in a slightly different way. Same instructions, but a different medium. And this time, I'm having a pretty good success rate, and I'll show you the proof. So this time around, instead of using seedling or plug trays, I got a big Tupperware bin. And instead of using a potting mix that was organic in nature, I used a completely inorganic mix, or almost completely, vermiculite, perlite, and a succulent mix that I got at a hardware store. And that's about 6 inches deep worth, which is a lot different than the last time around. The last time I was only about 2 inches worth of potting soil. This is a lot deeper. You can see on this side a lot of failure on that side. There's some buds that might still come out. Here's one that's a lace leaf that looks like it's budding out. But on this side, this is a pretty nice success rate. There might be 25 or 30 cuttings that have rooted in there. I did try to pull one out 2 weeks ago and it had no roots on it. So I'm not going to disturb these guys for another couple of months. This is the middle of May 22. But you can see they've all sprouted, well not all, but many of them have sprouted leaves. So that means they'll start to produce energy and in turn push out roots. And hopefully come late summer, early fall, we'll be able to separate them and pot them up into their own individual pots. But this is a much, much better success rate than last time around. So just like you're supposed to do, I took the cuttings after all the leaves had fallen off and the tree was dormant. And the sizes ranged from, matchstick to pencil to even double the size of a pencil. And I dipped them in a rooting gel this time, so that I think was an improvement. And I stuck them into the new container and I just left them all winter. They were covered, of course, but I left the lid on and I didn't touch them one bit. And all through the winter there they sat, and come springtime they started to bloom. So I'll do another update on this method and what comes of it later this spring and summer. But I think at least if we could get a dozen or 2 dozen trees out of it, that would be a success. Anyway, I'll give you an update on some of the other things that have been happening and what's more to come. But thanks for checking in, and we'll see you next time.